Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Revoltech's new line, Revol Mini or Micro Yamaguchi. And it's kind of interesting to start out with Metal Gear Solid Snake, but nonetheless, it's a new line and I kind of want to give it a shot. I used to be a big fan of Revoltech, just I'm not too fond of that ratcheting joint, which made me go to SH Figuarts and Figma. But, you know, sometimes there's certain characters only made in Revoltech, so you kind of go back. Although, just a heads up, they are, I believe, making a Figma Solid Snake. But, you know what, I want to give this a shot still. It's something new. So here we go, here's the box art. There is a plastic inside which I already removed. I actually played with it a little bit. So, there is a plastic inside that kind of wraps, you know, protects it from that front plastic. Alright, so just taking a look at this. It's shocking pink. It's kind of weird because you usually go along with the color theme of the figure or the character. You'll think some kind of like military camouflage, but no, they went with pink. Huh. I wonder if the other box is going to be something vibrant like neon orange, neon green, neon blue, but you get neon pink. So nonetheless, here's the box. We see a lot of accessories inside. Pretty cool. And the back kind of gives you an idea of what's in there. Now, this is about $30. So that's a bit high there, but not quite. Usually figures these days are about, well, the Japanese collectibles ones are about 40. Actually, it kind of differs from 30 to 50, I would say. Alright, so let's take a look inside. Alright, I'm going to first start with the stand. So these are kind of like tape on the back of the packaging. And you can see you get your standard Revoltech stand. And you get this joint, which is inside the packaging. So it kind of gives that, and you get an extra cigarette piece right there. So I guess in case you lose the first one. So it's actually kind of nice that they've added that. It's a small piece. So I'm just going to put this aside. I usually don't use the stand if I can. I just use blue tacks. But there's another stand here, and it's circular. It does say Konami Digital Entertainment on the underside. But you get one peg here, and this is just great for balancing out Snake. So we got Snake here, and you got two peg holes. You can choose either one. So you can just, whoops, trying to get this thing on. Right, so there we go, a little bit of twisting. Alright, so this will just give him a little bit of a, help him balance a little bit. But again, let's try to balance him without it, and for the most part I think you can. Just a little bit of patience and a little bit of balance. There we go. In terms of mold, he does kind of, well, you get that famous Revoltech pose where it's kind of hunched back with the, well, very much the waist jutting forward. And yeah, so you're gonna get that. But in terms of articulation, you know, you get a movable head, neck, which is really nice. You can look side to side. The arms, and you get this flap here, which is, I think, connected on the top part of the bicep. So that's pretty good articulation. And you're noticing now that you don't hear that ratchet. And we get a 4mm joint there. And actually, this thing doesn't have any ratcheting joint at all. Which, in some sense, I kind of like it. Because it has more fluid. It's not, in terms of like a clock, you're not stuck with 5, then you suddenly move to 4. You cannot go in between, but this one, it's more fluid. So I kind of like it. But in some sense, like, you kind of missed that joint. I think you can, oh, I just heard it. Nope, not at all. Alright, so moving on, you have a mid-torso joint here. Which, you can't really move back. Again, he's kind of hunched back. So you can have a lot of poses where it's kind of leaning forward or leaning back. So you have that, and I think you have a little bit of waist movement, but not so much. The waist is kind of oblong. So, but you have a mid torso. Then you have this kind of like the belt that wraps around like a support, and it just kind of tapers on top of the legs. So it seems like it's getting on its way, but it's not really. So I wouldn't mind. And knee joint, it's a single joint. Yep, single joint, and you can only bend about 90. It's not too bad, and the knee doesn't look bad either. And you can do a kneeling pose, so that's good. Maybe there you go. Yeah, and his elbow also is single joint. So even then, he can pose a wide variety of range of movement. So that's very good. Then you have the foot joint, so you can point forward, not so much up, and there's no toe joint. But nonetheless, I think it's very articulate for its size. So it's very good. Now the other gimmick, actually, that kind of surprises me is. Alright, so we're gonna take a look at the eyes. So there's actually an eye gimmick here, and actually I believe my first what do you call that? Exposure to this one is Alphonse Elric. It's from Full Metal Alchemist, and you have a moving eye. So first we're gonna take off the face. To do so, you're gonna just slide it down. There we go. Try to get that out. Alright, so let's see if we can see the eyes. So right now it's facing forward. When you flip it over, you get two eyeballs here. And it's too small. Alright, so you do have this tool here, but I find the tool a little too big, but it helps a little bit just to move that eyes. So if you look at the eyes, you can actually move it. Well, it's kind of hard because I'm looking front of the camera, but you can see the eye move around. It's kind of freaky. If you want eyeballs, you don't want eyeballs. So you can make him look in any direction you want. And same way with the other one. So that's really cool, and it's something that you kind of wish every figure has now. So that's a great gimmick, and hopefully Figma does that eventually. But yeah, it's really nice. Again, I've seen this before. This is not the first time they're doing this, but it's great that they've added that. It kind of just gives a bump on the value, especially with the price point. So anyways, you only get one face, but with movable eyes. So I'm gonna put this back somehow. Yeah, it's kind of hard, but there we go. We got him back there. Other accessories are, let's see, on this one, this is the holster without the gun. So I think, so we can take that out, and we can put the one with the gun, which is right here. I'm just gonna put it here. So if you don't wanna, if you want the gun holstered, there you go. Actually, I had my Play Arts guy always had that problem that you can put the gun on the holster, but it doesn't fit well. So it's nice they have a separate piece molded just for that. Right, so but I'm gonna display a gun in a bit, so I'm just gonna take that out and put this back on. There we go. And let's move on. Let's see what we got. Well, let's go with the weapons. And you got your famous FAMAS, his rifle of choice. Really nice. Pretty cool. Wondering what that peg is that for right there. Sir, can you? I'm not sure if this one comes with an extra magazine. I don't think it does. But it seems like an extra peg right there. Huh. Yeah. And it doesn't have a strap. But nonetheless, you have it. It's a cool weapon. Next up, we got the pistol that's not holstered. Try to get this out of the packaging. Here we go. So here we go. We got I forgot what kind of gun this is. Is it Beretta or Glock? But it has a laser sight and also a, what do you call that? A silencer. There you go. For stealth killing. Because he goes undercover. So we got that. And moving on, we're gonna go with the hand. So we got the closed fist. We got a bunch of hands here. Actually, you get them in pairs. So this one is for holding the pistol, or the right side, and you get one for the left. And moving on, and you got a pair of sort of open hands. So you got one on the right, and this one is actually good for holding the binoculars. You can grab the binoculars right here. So let's see if I can get this thing. No, why would you hold right there? So we'll just swap it out, and it's a straight peg, which is great. I like straight peg wrist connection. So we take a look. Although I find that the joint kind of wish is double jointed, can go further, but you can't. So unfortunately, it's limited, and I don't think you can. Yeah, it's that the problem is not double jointed. Nonetheless, you get the idea. Alright, so that's that part. And next up is, it's kind of special for the, actually, let's just leave it there. So this one has a peg for holding the binoculars. On the other hand, on the left side, there's a special one where you have the cigarette. Because yes, Solid Snake does smoke. And he makes him look cool. But not really. But it does give you an option to have that cigarette there. And if you don't want to, you can take it out. Hence you have an extra one, because this one is removable. And now you have two open hands. Which actually on the back side of the box, I was wondering, how come he can hold the rifle like so? And if he doesn't have an open hand, then I realized, oh, you can remove the cigarette. But okay. Alright, so to put this on, we're gonna swap it out with this. Wait, no, let's try with this one. So we got this one, then we're gonna connect it's actually right here. Maybe good too. I've done it with a pistol, I have not done it with this, so this might be a little tricky to put on, because we have the thumb. And I think the best way is just hook it like so. There we go. We're getting there. We're almost there, but we're not there yet. Oh, come on. Jeez. Alright, there we go. No, we don't want. We want it on the other side. Alright. Alright, bear with me. We're getting there. There we go. There we go. This is kind of makes you wonder why. Oh, jeez. Come on. Yeah, it's. There we go. It's a little bit of it shouldn't be this hard. I was wondering if I actually use this. I would assume you use this one as opposed to the other one. We're getting there. Yeah, just this side. It's really rough for the plastic. Come on. Oh, jeez. I don't really want to. Well, you get the idea. You just keep pushing. Alright, so we got the FAMAS here, and you can wield it. There we go. And if you want to. And the great thing is you can move the shoulder forward. So if you want him to hold it like so. There we go. Alright, and after that, let's try the pistol. Alright then, I just want to try it again. For some weird reason, I think I got it. So I just want to demonstrate. So again, you kind of just put it in between, because you need to get the thumb in first. It's kind of weird now. Now it won't go in. There we go. So as you move it up, you want to push it a little bit towards the other side. So you get it twisted. You keep going. Then this back, the back part of the thumb is gonna hit that part there. So you just kind of push it in, and there you go. Now let's take it out. You just go backwards. We're just pry it off. Yep. And I'm not sure if that's a gray piece that I scraped off a little bit down there, but no, actually it's really durable, the paint, so nothing to worry for now. So moving on, we got the pistol. So the pistol just goes in really easily, and I think it's kind of loose now. There we go. Get the pistol. I think I'll probably just use the pistol a lot more. I kind of like the pistol. There we go. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. And other things that we can do, I think there's other, well, I mean, there's a lot of poses like that. The one is actually pretty cool. Let me just try that. It's the one where he's contacting, is it Autocon? Yep. So I think this is the pose, and basically just put this like on his ear. But again, you get that same problem where you kind of wish that you can go further, but you just can't. So you just kind of pretend that it's close enough. You just can't get the freaking hand near his ear or his face, so it's one of those. Why? There we go. So I guess that's the closest you can get to it. I don't know how they do the shots, but I guess they do it in a certain angle that feels like, or looks like, it's close to his face. So yeah. Anyways, that's that part. There's one last piece right here, which I actually haven't opened yet. Let's take a look. So I believe this is the Detonating Charge or some sort. Got a spool of thread here. And yeah. So, okay, so yeah, I guess that's what it is. And that's probably not gonna work. Let's try the other hand. Where'd I have it? It's with the pistol. So this is the remote detonator. So I think it goes like that. No, it doesn't. No, it's like that. Well, something close enough like so. So this way, there's a knot at the end, and I think there you go. It's supposed to stop. This is a remote detonator, so if things like far away there, you can simulate him detonating it. So that's a really cool accessory that they have added. Really nice. And I think that's about it for the most part. And actually, there's another thing I want to demonstrate. Alright, I just want to show this. This is the little armory from Tobin-Tech, 112 scale, the assault rifle M4A1. So it does open up a lot of possibilities. If you haven't seen the review, I did review this one. So the Tobin-Tech, it's really nice. He can wield it with the same trigger finger hand. It does kind of well, point down a little bit, as you can see there, just because of the angle, but he can hold it quite nicely. It does. I just want to give you a heads up, if you haven't seen the review, this little kit does take a little bit of skill to build and a bit of patience. It's a lot of small parts, but once you get it going, it's really nice. Alright, so I just want to demonstrate that you can use this, and it's great that you know, it's kind of up to scale. And because I've only seen that used on Figmas, and hoping that Figma Snake will be able to use it too. So there you have it. Again, if you have any questions, let me know, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Again, unfortunately it's a little too long, but I like to demonstrate on how I put things. Alright, and that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.